Alright, hey guys, what's going on? So I just wanted to sort of make a, I don't know if it's going to be out too quick, but a update video sort of slash vlog slash review of the Christmas event sort of thing here. Basically just a talking video, right? And sort of the things that I have, well, rather the things that I haven't been doing. So I haven't streamed at all, and I haven't really been making any videos at all, and that's because of how ridiculously good this cooking method is. So it's there's a lot more to it just than the XP per hour that you can get here, and so I want to go over all of the things that make this as good as it actually is, but also sort of inform you that I don't think that I'm like any amount of time that I spend not cooking right now is time basically wasted, because by spending that time doing something other than cooking, I am losing the amount of time that I save from cooking, which is much higher than just the 1-to-1 ratio of time spent to time gotten out of from training any other given method. So I want to talk about why this is so good. So it's about 230k XP per hour in cooking, and obviously, like I said, if you watched my previous video, it caps out at about 262k, but that's with perfect cooking, and perfect cooking is near impossible. And the reason as to why, excuse me, is because like as soon as if I'm on turkey, right, and it changes to say pudding in the next time that he calls it, if it changes the same exact tick that I get that XP drop, it's automatically an 8 XP drop rather than a 175. So like you have to not only do perfect cooks, but you have to get extremely lucky on all of the cooks that have the same timing, basically have the same tick at which this dude updates you, and you get an XP drop. Hopefully that makes sense. And obviously, by the way, that cooking XP rate and the amount of XP drops that I'm getting right now is based on 99 cooking rather than on 80. So like if you're 80 cooking, you're not going to be getting 175 XP drops for each good cook or whatever. Anyway, so the reason why this method is as good as it actually isn't just the increase in XP per hour, but it's multiple factors to that as well. So first things first, let's talk about the XP rates, right? So in terms of just pure cooking XP, this is only actually about 10% or so more cooking XP per hour than 3-tick salmon, which is the most efficient method to do cooking other than this event, which isn't a permanent method, so it's not considered like the HP rates that you can get. So anyway, yeah, it's only about 10% faster cooking XP per hour, which at the end of the day, 10% doesn't really seem like it's all that good, but we have to think about other factors that come into play. So first thing being, you can't do 3-tick salmon all the way to 200 mil cooking simply because you don't fish enough salmon to trout to not cook any trout on your way to 200 mil cooking. So automatically your cooking XP per hour cannot sustain 3-tick salmon all the way to 200 mil, and therefore it's not just 10% faster, it's probably about 15 or so percent faster in terms of pure raw cooking experience all the way to 200 mil, comparing the two methods. Then what else is actually quite a bit better about it is everyone has to have some amount of AFK time that they have on their account, because even if you're someone who is able to play 15 hours a day, you probably have some IRL obligations that you need to do alongside playing RuneScape that makes it so that you can't be paying attention 100% of the time. For example, I'm in college right now, and so sometimes I have homework to do, I have projects to do, I have to do revision, I have to do all of these things that are related to, going to school. So I can't be actively playing 100% of the time, but I can be logged in for a large amount of time. So I need to balance my amount of non-AFK skills to my AFK skills, and because of that, I can't, like, 200 mil cooking, 3 ticking all of your fish the way there is pretty unrealistic, because at least for me, I need that time for other things outside of RuneScape. So if we sort of compare it to not 3-tick cooking but the regular 4-tick cooking, it's now gone from 10% increase in cooking XP to 15%, and now basing it on 4-tick cooking rather than 3-tick, it's probably maybe 25% faster than regular cooking. So you're already getting time and a quarter for doing this method in terms of raw cooking experience. Now, there's 2 other factors that make this even better than that, and that is, A, you can't use urns. So this method would be even more efficient if you could use urns, but because of the restriction of you not being able to do so, it means that you have to spend less time creating those urns. Now, creating urns isn't inefficient to do. It is extremely efficient to do, but you are able to get higher XP rates in terms of crafting than you do get while creating urns. So the only reason that urns are as efficient to do as they are is because of the XP that you get in skills outside of the crafting and mining XP you get from actually creating those urns. Now, because of that, it means that you have to spend less time creating cooking urns, and because of that, you're able to spend more time doing dungeoneering crafting, and because of that, you're actually getting more crafting XP per hour overall in terms of your whole account from start to finish. So by doing this, I'm not only gaining 25% or so increase of cooking XP per hour, I'm also actually gaining some crafting XP by doing this. Indirectly, yes, but I'm still saving time by getting faster crafting experience in the future. So by doing this, you're actually making yourself have less crafting time. It seems kind of weird, obviously, but that is indirectly the case. Now, that is also indirectly the case for fishing. So, as I stated before, you cannot do salmon to 200 mil cook because of the fact that you don't fish enough salmon to trout, and that ratio isn't high enough for you to only do salmon. Now, if it was high enough for you to only do salmon, then that would mean that you are able to drop 100% of your trout, and by dropping 100% of your trout, you would increase your fishing experience per hour by quite a bit. So, what this does is it makes your cooking to fishing XP ratio much higher, and because of that, you need much less fish banked in order to finish off cooking. Because of that factor, you are able to fish much less trout. Well, you are able to bank much less trout. Therefore, you are able to drop more trout, and by doing so, you increase your fishing experience per hour by quite a bit as well. So, this method is not only about 25% faster in terms of cooking experience per hour, it is additional crafting experience per hour as well as additional fishing experience per hour. So you definitely should be doing this method if you're a free-to-play Iron Man, and you should definitely be using it for as long as it's out. There's even the Dungeoneering weekend coming up here for double tokens, and while I would love to do that just as an excuse to sort of finish off Dungeoneering, I mean, right now I'm 19K from come on, all right, 19K from 95. So, I mean, I could be doing that right now, or at least at the very least over the weekend. But this is just too good to pass up, and it's too good to even spend your time doing dungeoneering if you were to be getting double tokens. So yeah, for all of those reasons, basically, I'm gonna be doing this for the entire time while the event is out. So it's either gonna be leaving this week, this like the 7th, when the next Christmas event portion or whatever comes out, or it's going to be ending at the very end of the month, which is the 11th of January. And depending on which time it leaves, I might be getting like ridiculously high cooking. So right now I am 28.15 basically cooking experience. So yeah, I mean, depending on how long this stays for, I might be getting pretty high cooking XP. And Shark just asked me what cooking experience I'm at. I'm not going to tell you that you're in video or anything, or I'm mentioning you, but yeah, you are, so I'll respond here, 28.17. Alright, so yeah, anyway, I wanted to create this video for all of those reasons. Basically, talk about why this method is so good, why I haven't really been streaming, and why I haven't really been making videos. But I plan on making like periodic update videos. I'm getting pretty close to the lots counter, and I'll probably just sort of document that in like video format. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's alright. So that's basically about it, and keep an eye out for more videos. Also, by the way, you could probably see it in my cooking like 1 hour of video, but I'm normally just chilling here with my whole screen basically filled up just like that, so I can only see up there. Whoops, wrong one. So I can only see that up there, and it makes it a little bit easier to know exactly what you're going to focus on when you look across screen. So yeah, that's it. That's my update. There's my cooking experience, and I hope to be getting quite a bit more in the coming days and weeks, and depending on how long the event lasts, maybe the coming month. So with that, I would like to thank you all for watching, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next one, maybe in the next stream, whatever it is I put up next. I hope to catch you then. Thank you all, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.